Hello, my name is Darren McBride, and for my special education current event project, I will be reviewing the article, My Son is in Special Education and I Want Him to be Challenged, by Margaret Gilmore, posted on the NPR Education website. In this article, Margaret Gilmore writes about her son's experience in school from about kindergarten to where he is now entering the 7th grade. Her son was diagnosed at a young age with having a learning disability which prevented him from processing information quickly enough to respond in a manner that was equivalent to his fellow classmates. As a result, an individualized education plan was developed for him that was meant to keep him on track with his fellow classmates. But around 2nd and 3rd grade, he started falling behind grade levels and had to be held back twice. As a result, Margaret Gilmore would work with him at home to develop his education in a more rigorous style. And whenever her son was entering middle school, she made an appeal to the Individualized Education Plan Committee so that he would be able to receive more rigorous schooling because she felt that in his current environment, he wasn't being challenged enough. He was lumped in with other students with disabilities, and as a result, he wasn't being challenged. He was given too many breaks, and he was kind of treated as though he wasn't capable of achieving more than he actually was. So at this appeal, the committee agreed, and they set up a new IEP for him, which ended up after several months not working, and Margaret had to move her son to a private school that was designed specifically for students who were experiencing learning disabilities. And after that, she said things had cleared up and the school was willing to work with her more directly to assess what she felt her son needed. Now, what I think was important about this article was the fact that ultimately the mother, Margaret Gilmore, was able to identify the learning needs of her son more accurately than the school was able to. In the school's case, they were only able to identify Mrs. Gilmore's son in an environment that was consistent with what effort they were already putting in, and as a result, they hadn't been able to test different strategies, whereas Miss Gilmore in her home environment was able to buy many comparative texts, and her son, through hard work and dedicated attention, was able to learn at a level that was consistent with his age. And what's important here is that I think that the school should have been considering her opinion more carefully and at least trying it in the public school setting so that she wouldn't ultimately have to change schools. I think as a future educator, that is something that I want to carry with me from this article, is the ability to communicate with parents and to rely not solely, but more reliable. I want to rely on them more heavily in terms of what they feel their children are capable of and what their children need. Because I feel more often than not, if a parent is attempting to push their child, that's coming from a place of earnest belief rather than, hyping their kid up. So I think in the future, if I were to experience this kind of situation that Margaret Gilmore came to her school with, I would promote that it be handled in a way that utilizes her input more readily. And that is all I have for this article. If you're interested in finding out more, the article will be linked in the description of this video, and you can check it out on the National Public Radio's education website. Thank you.